going to do an unboxing. I just acquired this sealed collector's edition box. I'm not going to talk about how much I paid for it. I'm kind of embarrassed, but I will say that I did not pay what it cost in 1993, which I can't tell if you can see this or not, but it was $49.95 when it came out in 1993. My plan for this basically is there's a bunch of cards in here that I want to keep and play with. I want all the dual lands and then a handful of other cards that play in that I can use in the format that we play here at the shop a lot. And then the rest is going to get split into great cards that are going to get graded, like the whole Power 9 and all the other value cards that are banned in the format that I play. So we're just going to kind of go through these all and pretend like we don't know exactly what is in here. But I'm very excited. I've always been obsessed with this set. And I really like collector's edition cards, and I think they're pretty undervalued. So, well, hopefully you'll enjoy this. I don't think an unboxing of a sealed one of these exists on the internet right now, that at least that I could find. So, let's do it. I'm nervous, but it's weird because I know exactly what's in here, and so does most people that are watching this video, I assume. But let's. Do
you have the other sleeve? Don't you need another sleeve?
What do you mean? No, we can just do penny sleeve into this. I think that's how the grading company's Beckett likes it. I can always change it if need be, but for right now, we'll just do penny sleeve into these guys right here. You can comment on the YouTube video and let me know if I'm doing it wrong, and maybe I'll change it before I ship them off.
I'll tell you who will let you know if you did it wrong. Beckett.
Well, Beckett will definitely let me know, but so will the internet.
Yeah, well, the internet can't pay you for it.
The internet can't pay me for it, but the internet is undefeated, so they will definitely let me know if I'm doing this wrong. But let's just hope we enjoy it and we don't get screamed at too much. But we're cutting in. Let's do this. I'm gonna keep the box as pristine as possible for obvious reasons. Collector reasons, because I'm not really much of a collector. That's not really why I'm doing this. I'm getting some cards graded that I cannot play with.
I like a rug.
I might as well hold them. Box is in good shape, and here we go.
I'll tell you what, this is already doing a lot better than the last time you did this, because all of the cards are in a sealed bag.
So for know what Jake is referring to, most people who are watching this won't know this, but about probably 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I won an auction of an opened collector's edition box, and we were hoping that the power and all the good stuff would be in there, and it was a complete miss. There was nothing of value in that. It had already been stripped. I took a shot on it and missed. So for people that have watched that video, we'll get the reference that we're making here, that this will have everything we need. Looks good. Looks like it was never dropped. The corners are all good. I'm not an expert on grading. In fact, I know very little about grading, so I can't really identify, other than corners, like edging and surface wear. It looks sealed. Looks new. The new magic card smell is there. And let's see what we can do. We'll use the knife on this side too, because I'm wearing gloves.
Oh, wow.
No, we're fine. We're just propping it open a little bit. And we'll start going through and we'll separate them into some piles. Let's see. Oh, never mind. It's got a pull tab. I'm dumb. That makes it way easier. I have never opened one of these sealed before.
I already tell that the next one has
I see a soul ring.
Yeah, soul ring.
Soul ring made it. I mean, they look centered to me, but I don't know enough about them to do that. So I'm going to separate it into my pile that I plan to get graded, the jank pile that I don't plan to get graded, and then the cards that I'm keeping, which will include all the basics. So I'll make a basic land pile. This will be the jank pile here. There's no sense in grading these as of yet anyway. We'll probably get that graded. It's playable. And I already have a beta copy of this, so I don't need to use that. Fireball, kind of iconic. Maybe we'll grade that.
These look amazing.
They look beautiful. I just love this art so much. We got the pendant art that was taken out in 4th edition, I think. The satanic pendant.
Yeah, Hail Satan.
Hail Satan, baby. You guys know how it is. All the cops. Circle protection. It's cop, Jake.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Did you not get that? AB on the Red Elemental Blast. They're a little like warped just from age, but I don't think that should affect the grading too much. This is a keep. We have lots of black decks over here, so we'll keep that. Haven't seen any of the gas yet. I think I'm being able to see. Hopefully you guys can see I'm doing this right, sorry. Lots of commons that we don't need. That is gradable.
Good old sinkhole.
Grade worthy.
That is a common.
It is, and it was not reprinted in 4th edition, so it's or revised rather. So it stopped at unlimited. I'm sure most people watching this video already know all the stuff that I'm gonna say. That's a good boy. We'll keep that, even though red is the worst color. Sorry, red mages. All right, so that's the first pack. No gas in that one. Let's do the soul ring. Use the play tab. I wanted to do this for so long because I love this set so much. Always wanted a full, complete set. Very iconic, obviously. This is also gradable at Ice Storm. Never made it to revised.
So these are all just the alpha through unlimited cards, right?
Yes.
Nothing else made it in here?
Yeah, this is basically, I believe this is beta.
Okay. Because I was surprised because you sent me the list of what's in the collector's boxes yesterday, and like Basalt Monolith I didn't know was from the OG sets.
Yeah.
There's so many cards in here that I was like, that's an
because they've been so many reprinted so many times that a lot of people don't realize they're playing. I started playing in '94. I started playing right after Revised came out, so I'm relatively familiar with a lot of this stuff.
Well, I think the other thing was like I saw like
Icy. A lot of people don't know that this was an ABU card originally. Because a lot of people think it was Ice Age was the original printing for this, probably because it's called Icy Manipulator Ruby, I guess.
But I saw like Urza's glasses.
Yeah.
That's an ABU card.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that would have been an Antiquities card, but nope.
No, it came before that. I think it might have been reprinted in Antiquities, although I don't remember entirely. Hurricane Copper Tablet's a very cool card. We might get that graded. That didn't make it into revised. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm a little hazy on some of the memories. See, this is a cool card because this is, if I'm not mistaken, and we'll get to it at some point in this. Dan Frazier also did Disrupting Scepter, which should be in this set as well. And I believe the background is very similar to Iron Star. It looks just like that.
Yes, I think you're right.
The basics are actually like a huge draw for me. I love using these as my basics. Singer we might get graded.
Presence.
Counterspell. This is a card that I play a lot with. I am a blue mage, but I have 2 copies of it already, so I probably will get this graded. Not play with it. Swords to Plowshares we're keeping. Castle. Hopefully this is in frame. I apologize. I'm very excited, so I keep moving my arm. Killed him, Warlord. He's strong as hell. Look at him. Look at his muscles.
He's so big.
He's a big boy.
Living wall.
It's very funny because that set that I had bought previously was missing so much of even the jank.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want it. It was very interesting what they pulled out. Like they left Cyclopean Tomb and JM Day Tome, which are relatively useful cards. Cyclopean's not, but it's a cool older card that didn't make it to revise. But they took out like Magical Hack, which may be a legacy or a vintage playable card that I don't know about. That card will come up at some point. Animate Dead. I have a couple copies of this already, so we're gonna grade that. Feedback. We would love your feedback on the video.
Make sure to like, share, subscribe.
You know all the stuff. You guys know what to do. Mostly subscribe though. That's the most important part for me. White Knight might be gradable. Lang gradable. Berserk. So this is cool for me. Unfortunately, I literally just bought this card like a month ago for a deck I needed it, and I wanted the collector's edition version. So since we have that, we'll get that graded. We won't play with that. Another card that didn't make it into revised. There's a good boy. He's goes in every deck that I play, essentially, so we're going to keep that.
Best boy.
He's the best. Let's move it along to the Island Sanctuary pile. This is a card that I am so obsessed with and love so much, and I've never found a deck for it. Because every deck that I would play it in, I run a lot of Planeswalkers, and they can still swing at your Planeswalkers with this out, so it never feels worthwhile. There's the pull tab. This is hard to do with gloves on. Be very careful here.
I'm pretty sure I already know that this one right here, because I just looked, is the one with all the gas in it.
They're not all. They do spread out. The Power 9 is not all.
Oh, they do.
Not all in one. I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well, I saw one Power 9 in there.
This was pretty. This was set. They all have the same order.
Gotcha.
I believe.
Well, as soon as the Power 9 starts showing up, I think that's when we immediately just start putting things into pieces of plastic.
We'll start doing that. I just want to make sure I don't bend a corner taking this plastic off. This must be super fun to watch, though.
Magic of editing.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes, yeah, I can even tell right now some of the centering is off. Like the swamp is not perfectly centered.
Yeah, I mean, in my research with grading, because again I have no experience grading, is I have not found any graded collector's edition card over a 9. That's the highest I've found, and it's probably just due to the way this set was printed and because the corners are pointy, they're so hard to keep clean. Can you grab that off my finger so it doesn't drive me crazy? Thank you. Pirate ship. Balance we keep. That's a keep for me. Guys, I always love the coloring on this card. I just like how the green image offsets the green frame. This also I feel like is an underplay card. This card's super cool. I have one already. That smoke did come in my last attempt at getting a full collector's set. There we go. This is why we bought it. The duels are very important to me. We will grade Ankh. We will grade Lich. We will hold on to dual lands. Money Jin. That's a classic. Force of Nature. Man, when I started playing Magic, this card was the best. It's actually still, it's not horrible. The upkeep's rough, but 6 for an 8/8 trample is not nothing.
Is that the one that makes sapperlings?
No.
Oh no, that's Verdant Force.
It's the one that does that stuff. Lord of Atlantis. This is pretty. This is gradable, playable. The Hive was always a very cool card. I played with this card a lot when I was a kid. Chaos Lace, and there's a big one. Shield's always good. This is my default. I have a bunch of proxies of this in the shop, and this is my standard. I don't have this card yet. It's in the mail, so I'll put Force Field in its place. I love this card too. I'm sort of a minimalist with art. I just love the basics of this card. I wish it was playable, but I've always loved this card a lot. Doppelganger, pretty classic. We're gonna grade that. We're gonna grade that. This one I can't decide if I want to keep or not. I kind of want to play with this card. I think it's got some useful and some, it's like a stacks piece. But we'll put that in the grading pile for now. There's your first power. You got the old Mox Pearl. This is my first. The only power piece I've ever had was a collector's edition Time Twister. So this is technically the first Mox I've ever owned. Would be this one. And we're gonna trust Jake to.
All right, so how do you want me to put it in there?
Penny sleeve first.
Yeah, but like top load?
Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter too much. And then we'll put it in that. And we'll put that in the Power 9 section.
Oh no.
You don't like it?
It is a lot harder with gloves.
Yeah. Just don't bend the card. We'll blow you up in the comments. If it's awkward, let's not force it. We can look for a better solution.
Maybe
if it's
just
not
do it upside down. Does that matter?
No. We just got to get it to Beckett. Oh, because I see it was coming out of the penny sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just maybe take it out. Does it not feel clean enough?
I just
I have better use holders for that, for the Power 9 specifically, and for some harder plastic ones that will be better for shipping anyway.
Okay.
Just move it along for the folks. We got another duel. You go into the new Rakdos Partners deck. Contract from below, cool card. We'll
Play with Ante.
Back in the good old days. Cyclopean Tomb will get graded. Bird stays with me. Mana Short. This is actually a card that I saw on a list for new Archelos, the tortoise in that Stacks deck that's getting built.
Really? What does it do?
It taps all their lands down and empties their pool.
Oh, there's more than one of these cards in this set.
Well, this is the original.
No. I mean, like, there's more than one card that does this effect in this set.
Yeah.
Which is
Maybe.
kind of neat.
I don't remember. Look, Steven, we got a Mox Pearl. It's crazy.
God,
Look.
that's a good pull.
Banned. Banned from Magic. Magic doesn't want this to exist. Yeah, you guys can't see this card. It's called Crusade. It was an old white card. It was an enchantment.
Definitely
We're
white
gonna
card.
grade that. We're gonna grade the natural selection. We're gonna keep the Taiga. We're gonna grade the Mana Flare and the Pitler. So here's the Disrupting Scepter. This is the one I said looks exactly like, the background looks very similar to the Iron Star, which is also a Dan Frazier. A Dan Frazier joint. Let's see if we can find it. I want to see if they're as close as I think they are, or if my brain is just not functioning. Oh yeah, it's the Healing Salve background. So it's also that one, which is also Dan Frazier. Yeah, these are actually closer. Healing Salve's actually closer. And this is a card, I believe this is a print thing. There's like a line going across the top of the Disrupting Scepter up here. That was interesting.
Where's the Black Lotus?
We haven't gotten it. Shh! You're ruining it. Some people might not know that that's going to happen. Blaze of Glory is another card that never made it to Revised. There's another card that never made it to Revised. This is a Mox Ruby. It's going to go in the Power 9 section, which is visible, I hope, for the team. These things do not feel good, sliding these in here. They're getting stuck, so I don't think we want to use.
Use a top loader.
I think Beckett actually recommends we don't use top loaders, but I'm fine with that. For now, it's okay. If there's some over there, we can just grab
If you
them.
just put them in penny sleeves, it should be fine.
I'm going to at least start with the penny sleeves.
Magical Hack, Northern Paladin. I don't think this is gradable, but we'll put it in the gradable pile for now. Fungusaur. Raging River, we will definitely... What a great pull.
That's lit.
We have a Mox Sapphire. It's the blue one. It's the best one. Because it does blue stuff.
Pretty sure when it comes to a Mox, it's kind of...
Blue
They're all just mana.
Yeah.
It's just a land.
They're all pretty great.
It's a brown land.
Storm count 1.
Oh, what are the odds? We found it. It was after.
Shit.
This is why we do it, I guess. This is the first Black Lotus I've ever owned.
Don't breathe on it.
I'm not. I'm trying not to. I'm breathing under it. Pretty good. I don't know how to look at centering and stuff like that. Are you good with that stuff? Looking at centering and IDing stuff like that?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll just have to let the professionals at Beckett. It's definitely not centered. Like, that's 100% true. It's definitely left adjusted. There's definitely more edge on the right side than the left. But it is a mono artifact. So that's pretty cool.
Tell you what, it's uncomfortable to be in the room with it.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't like holding it, to be perfectly
I want
honest
to
with
eat
you.
Cheetos and touch it.
You want to eat Cheetos and touch it? You should do that on camera. I think people would like to see that.
I know.
There'd be a lot of people that actually would love it.
God,
I'm the kind of person that would love to watch that. I'm not a person that would be like, it would hurt my heart. I would just be like, wow, respect.
I just want to baptize that Black Lotus right now.
Which Cheeto does.
Yes.
Do we need to flip and rip this entire collector's edition?
So there's the big boy. And followed right by another big boy. Forgot that these were in a row. There's your other one. The old Recall. So pretty. I just love this set. I just love the inking and the coloring in beta, alpha, and collector's edition stuff. Even Unlimited is like supremely better to me than Revised because it's so much less washed out. Good old Mark Poole doing work. Back to the jank for a second. Got a Savannah that we're gonna keep. A Life Lace. Ah, that's a cool one. You want to flip? You want to flip it? You want to destroy some stuff? There's the big old orb. It's fairly high value in this set. I think it's in the top 5 or 6 right now.
Really?
Yeah, this has gone up a lot lately.
It's worth more than Ancestral Recall? Time Twister?
Yes, Time Twister has actually jumped to number 3.
Are we just not including the powers?
No, I'm saying if you look at the value of them right now, and who knows if it's worth it, and every site's going to be different, but the one I was looking at on Scryfall showed it as, I think it was Lotus, Mox Sapphire, Time Twister.
And then this?
I think this is like 4th or 5th.
That's crazy.
It's
That's
4th
not
or
even
5th.
power.
Yeah, I know. I think it's just so iconic of a card. I think it comes from like the art and just like what it does.
Yeah.
Should we flip it for fun?
No,
I'm kidding.
I would.
Oh, you want me to put this?
Yeah, we'll sleeve that for sure.
Power 10?
Time Vault is power 10. We haven't gotten there yet. Slide of mine.
Spoilers.
Over to the dual lands. I think most people watching this know what's happening. There you go. There's your Sunglasses of Urza, Jake.
There it is.
Turn every land into a plateau. Turn every white producing land into a... I don't know what the Oracle text is on this guy. That's a cool card. Jake thought this was in Antiquities. He's wrong.
Just because it says Urza. I thought that Ankh of Mishra was in Antiquities too, but...
Another Dan Fraser piece. Similar color scheme to those other ones. See, similar color scheme, but he does like all the good red, white stuff. Well, did all the Moxes, I believe, but love a good Fraser. And there's another Fraser. A whole bunch of the power was in this chunk. Here's your green mages. Get your free Llanowar elves.
It makes me cast Galta a turn sooner.
It does make him cast Galta a turn sooner.
Now I can play Vintage.
Mana Barbs might be gradable. Winter Orb, definitely gradable. I love the art. I've always loved the art on this card. I have a copy already. Nightmare, I don't think we're going to grade, but maybe we'll change that later.
You can tell it's a winner because of the polar bears.
What's Steven coming in with the big brain. Can you find the pull tab on this since you're not wearing gloves, so I don't have to sit there with a knife? Man, this stuff is just so pretty.
Kind of see it, but it's like not perforated.
All right, I'll just use a knife.
Yeah.
Admittedly, this Black Lotus, the original Lotus art has always looked to me like someone who had been to a botanical gardens before, but once.
Once, as a kid,
And this is
they're
what
trying to draw from memory.
This is what they remember.
Yeah, it's got like some weird thing on top, and then it's just like a flower.
You know,
Don't disrespect the flower.
Jewel Lotus is better.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
This is
man,
not banned.
This is so annoying. What's not banned?
Jewel Lotus?
It is in some formats.
Banned in Archon.
No one knows who's watching this video what Archon is.
That's not
Well,
true.
then they should learn.
Yeah, it's our channel. We're the Archon group. Hi, play Archon.
It's 1v1.
Support turn 0 games.
It's one. This is going to hopefully be edited.
Sad thing is that I'm pretty sure that all the people that will watch this video are probably people that we know and also play Archon.
Well, if
Maybe it'll go viral because my idiocy for doing this might be worth people making fun of.
I don't know. I'm looking at 6 cards right now that are proving that maybe it's not such an idiot move that you made.
I don't know. We'll see. Well, I mean, people that like... I'm not a sealed product person. I don't care about sealed product. But people that like sealed product probably hate this. There's Flight, Psychic Venom.
I'm pretty sure everyone that you asked who is savvy to just MTG prices in general would have told you to keep it sealed.
Yeah. Or anybody that's likes antique, like anything that they collect, it's like keep sealed is better.
But I say flip it and rip it.
Yeah, flip it and rip it, baby. That's what we're doing out here.
$10,000 is nothing for YouTube fame.
Thanks for telling everybody how much I spent on this.
You can edit it.
Earthbind. This is actually a pretty iconic card and is worth getting graded. I think it's mostly because of the art and how it's she's tied up. Some people are into that.
We don't kink shame here at Turn Zero
We do
Games.
not kink shame at Turn Zero Games.
That is our #1 motto. #2 motto is fuck Doug.
Go away, Steven. I mean, you're right, but come on.
You don't say it.
We all know that. You don't just say it. A lot of jank in this batch.
It's because it's red.
You're right. That's the worst. We've already said that once, I think. Pestilence, I love this card.
We're on the same page here.
Blast your spells.
That thing has so much text on it. That thing has even more text on it.
Yeah, the COPs. There's a lot of flavor text on it. Bear. The original.
Was there nothing good? Oh, what's wrong with that card?
Oops. That's not basic.
You should take a look at that forest.
Which one?
It's bent.
This one
Hella
is
bent.
This is bent. Look at that. How did that happen?
How
Sitting
does that happen?
in the middle of a... The ones around it are not bent.
Yeah, it's just that one. So it must have been printing when it was going through the sheets.
It's got like a
Before it
dent,
got cut.
in it. Luckily, I'll be playing with that, so it's not a huge deal.
It's crazy.
That is very weird.
Just be glad that it happened to that
A
forest.
basic land? Yeah, you're right. Terror. Love the art on this card.
Because we already passed the threshold.
That's a good part of the threshold, anyway. Why are these so many of these pull tabs hiding? It worked on that first one. I don't like.
I hate it when they're on the sides because you might damage the cards trying to dig into it.
I've just been doing it this way, leaning the blade against the top
This
of them.
hurts me.
Been sitting here.
I'm being very careful.
That's what dentists say.
That's what dentists say?
And as we all know, dentists are liars.
Yeah.
Flossing? Who flosses? Coward.
This won't hurt at all. You won't be able to feel this.
That's what I've been saying in my head for this entire opening. Is like, this won't hurt at all. Get off the corner. What we got there? Oh.
Oh no, it's the good cards. Because they have a blue background.
Yeah, that's getting graded. I love this card. I literally bought a copy of these a week ago for a deck before I had planned to do this.
What is it? Oh, it's Anic Blast.
It's blue direct damage.
You're right.
It's the best. Commons, great art. I love this art. It's the Juggernaut.
It deals damage.
Ooh, and a printer spot on this forest.
Somebody really hated Forest.
Yeah, they're super damaged. Camouflage, very cool. That didn't make it to revised
Oh,
either.
you're gonna get channel?
I don't know if this is gradable, but we can put it in the gradable pile for now. I have another copy of this. I'll get both of them
I thought
graded.
channel was good. Maybe I'm confusing channel with
Dwarven Demolition Team also didn't make it to revised.
There's no way you're confusing channel with something.
fast bond.
Oh, I can see
Agree with
that
that.
actually.
Fastbound, way better.
Oh, I see
Also,
black.
should be showing up at some point soon.
I see Jake
Black
card.
Vice. This is a Jake card. There's 8 rack players. I guess it'd be the opposite of 8 rack, but whatever. Red Ward. Oh, crazy! Another Frazier with the exact same color scheme.
Why is that bent?
Well, they're all sort of just probably like warped over time.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll affect the grading, but
Man, this is worse than Commander Legends collector's packs.
nothing's
not-
worse than those.
Those things actually came in Pringles cans.
Yeah, they're terrible. Resurrection's cool. Wanderlust. Very nice.
No Blood Moons though, right?
No Blood Moons in this set.
That was in dark, I
Nope.
think.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was. The worst Magic card ever created. That's the version is pretty cool though.
That's
Another non-antiquities card.
Mhm.
Blood Moon is the worst card Magic's ever printed, except for maybe Uro. But I like Uro. Jade Statue didn't make it to revised. Regrowth, you get graded.
so guy.
Fire Elemental, next to each other, another fire. Very cool art that you probably wouldn't see today.
Same background.
Yeah, it's a Frazier. Same swirly art background. I don't know why I'm just noticing that now as we do this. Gloom. This is probably gradable.
Because now
Hate on those white cards?
now you've paid to notice it.
Yeah, I've paid to notice it, yeah. Alright, so we're moving to our last set. Last wrap set, and this is the only power that shows in any of the wrap packaging.
Yeah.
This doesn't look damaged, which is nice.
Oh, that time twister.
Time twister, baby.
Ooh, we twisting time out here.
We're twisting time. We're going at it with a knife again.
Oh, good.
No.
We know there's 3 more pieces of power. That's
We know they're in here.
and a time vault.
Which should actually be the 9th piece of power. I think most of us
Over
would
what?
agree. Over Time Twister, I think. Time Twister's not that strong a card.
It draws you 7 cards.
It does draw you 7 cards. So does
Think
Days
about it.
Undoing. And that card costs $3.
Yeah, but it doesn't end your turn.
Yeah, I know. Pretty big difference.
Think about it.
It's the power 9 difference, baby.
Think about how much better your Leo Bolt deck would be.
Trust me, we tried to unban it in the format that we play, and people were not having it. People were scared of me.
Ooh, it's power.
We twisting time out here. Didn't get dented, luckily. Do a show on that one. And again, we're gonna grade you. Hello, wheel. Very nice.
The Judge foil of that is very expensive.
I know. And Judge Foil's like $700-800. This is one of my favorite arts in Magic history. I'm a big Quentin Hoover guy. I love this art. It's so cool. Dingus Egg.
It's the egg of a dingus.
Dual lands. Gradable. Power Surge. Mind Twist we're keeping. Stasis we're keeping. I don't have copies of
Mind
these yet.
Geyser.
Brain Geyser is getting graded. Veteran Bodyguard I don't think is gradable, but we'll consider that. Fast Bomb we're going to grade.
Fastbone Fireball.
Rock Hydra is a very cool card. I don't think we're going to grade it though. Nether Shadow, playable. Ooh. Nice one coming up. I don't think we're going to grade this, but we will grade this one. This card was like my... What do you say? What are you trying to say? Like the thing I always wanted was my...
Growth Spiral's better.
Growth Spiral is so much better than Time Walk. And I always wanted one of these cards. Always wanted a Time Walk when I was a kid playing. I never cared about the Lotus or the Moxes per se. I always wanted a Time Walk, and I never got one. So this is my first one.
This is a Hogan-ass card.
It's pretty cool. Yes, it is. A lot of inside jokes here on this channel, everybody. Kudzu. We're gonna grade you, Iconic Dragon. Will-o-the-Wisp. You might get graded too. Drain Power. There we go. There's the real power, the 9th power piece. I love this card. I've never played with it, but I would like to very much. It's in good shape. Yeah, I think unfortunately most of this power is off center to the left. Plateau. This was cool because this art for Plateau stopped in Unlimited, and then the revised there's different art, and there's a history behind it. I think it had something to do with they misprinted the artist on the original Plateau, something like that. I don't remember exactly.
It's definitely not as cool as the art on Time Vault.
It is not. Two-headed giant. Another iconic card we will grade. Disc, you've been reprinted so many times, but this is still the best art in
It
my
is
opinion.
really cool.
Such
I've
cool
never
art.
seen that art. I think
Really?
it's amazing.
So good. It's a Teton. Of course it's good.
Well, we're still waiting on the best piece of power.
Yeah, what are we missing?
The right one.
The best Mox. James A. Tome, we're gonna grade you.
The black one's already there.
It isn't.
What? That one?
Not a Lotus.
Sedge Troll always had
Yeah, you're right.
always had darker shading in the Sedge Troll than all the rest of them for some reason. Must been an inking error with the printing. Clockwork Piece, this was a cool card. I liked it a lot. Copy Artifact, you definitely get graded. Cormus Bill, you get graded.
Cormus Spell's so cool.
Very cool card. Earn Enchantress, you will get graded. Helm of Chatzak. Earthquake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got our 9th dual land here. Sorry if I'm blocking them. Demonic Hordes. This card's so cool. So cool. What a cool effect. A creature that taps to destroy a land. And if you don't pay the upkeep, your opponent gets to destroy a land. That's just such a cool very cool card that we will grade, including this one. We will also grade. The Man of Alt. Ooh, there's your boy.
Mm-hmm.
Very There's your boy. There's our last piece of power. Mox Jet. This one is way more centered than the Lotus. So that's important. The Thought Lace Cycle. Personal Incarnation, another card that I don't believe made to revised. I'll probably grade that. Living Land's a very cool card that I've played with before. There it is. Illusory Mask, another no revised card that we will grade. Goblin King, very playable, but not to me. I'm not a goblin boy. We will grade that. We will grade the Fork. We will keep the Bayou. And that is our, I think that's our final of the dual land cycle. Howling Mine, we will definitely grade. One of my favorites of all time. I love Demonic Attorney. I love this art so much. Not gradable, but the final card is. The final card is Gauntlets of Might. For you red mages. I feel like this is playable in Archon, honestly. It's 4-drop, which sucks for mono red, but it does so much.
In big red decks, yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool. We got there. We're gonna sleeve this one too. So this is here's the stuff. This is the stuff I'm keeping. This is the stuff that probably won't get graded. Keeping the basics. This is the stuff I'm getting graded along with this. And then I will also grade the power, and let's have some fun. Let's see if it's hard to do on a YouTube video, but you guys want to guess, if you grading experts out there, what you think we're going to get. We'll do a follow-up video when I get the grades back from BGS, what we're looking at here. It's definitely off-center, but, you know.
Yeah, I think the Mox Jet is probably the closest one.
We like the Jet. Here's your Sapphire.
I never realized all the power was blue.
It isn't.
All the colored power is blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been telling us for a long time what the best color is, I think, since the beginning.
It's pretty fun.
It's obviously going to be hard to judge these things, but I'd be interested to see in the comments what you guys think. Good idea for centering and stuff like that. The corners are all good, which is really nice. There doesn't seem to be any corner or edge wear issues, which I'm very excited about. Shout out to Steven for telling the world how much I paid for this.
He didn't. He was off by.
He was off by a little bit. Definitely did not pay $49.95, which is what it cost prior. This one definitely, I think Jake's right. I think this looks to be the most centered. Recalls, draw some cards for 1 mana at instant speed for some reason.
This was done before they actually had competitive Magic, right?
I mean, this was printed very close to after beta, like
Yes.
within months of beta being printed, I believe. I don't have the dates
I
in
think
front of me.
competitive Magic started in '96.
I don't know. I know
that was the first Pro Tour or something.
Yeah, I was never a big follower of that sort of stuff. I know that the first event I ever played in, they were still calling it Type 2 instead of Standard.
Yeah, that was for a while.
And that was probably in '96 or '97 in Philadelphia. That was the first event I ever played in, but I don't know. I'm sure they were doing stuff prior to that year, but who knows? Yeah, that's it. You know, I opened a sealed collector's edition box because I'm a dum-dum, but I wanted to play with these cards, and it's nice to own some power. We'll get that graded, and hopefully we see some 9s. You know, that's all I can really hope for. I don't think I've ever seen a Gem 10 come out from these sets. Looks like the majority that I've seen on eBay are 8s, but I don't know what the I don't know the origin story of those cards. I don't know if they went exactly from sealed to sleeve to graded. So hopefully, anything higher than an 8 I'm happy with at this point. But you know what? It's a purchase that I enjoy, and I like to own the cards, and it's sort of just a collector's piece. I'm not much of a collector in that respect. Graded cards are not really something I'm particularly into, but I think for this, it's definitely suits it. I won't ever be playing with these, so it'll just be a cool thing to have. Thank you guys for watching. Rip us apart in the comments if we said anything stupid or wrong.
You can hear from our attorney.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.